All right, so let's dive into crypto payments today. As many of you guys know, there are a few things that really lean into adoption. Adoption in cryptocurrencies is going to be built around a handful of things. I believe one of the number one things that it would be built on is crypto payments. So we're going to dive in deep. My name is Paul Barron. Welcome back to TechPath. Let's get into a project today that we have covered here on the network, and it is Flexa. You might know it as the token AMP. And if you guys have not learned a lot about it, check out our video. Just search AMP and Flexa on our network. You'll be able to find it. We had a nice conversation about a year ago on where Flexa was heading. And a year later, things have changed, and we've got a lot happening here. So Flexa introduces payments for accepting instant digital currency payments from any app. This is something big, I think, when you look at and we'll show you some screenshots and also some video of this being used. Pretty impressive in terms of the lineup and also the partnership. So they have been very busy. As according to the story, 99 different digital currencies, all from any app or wallet. Payments will be provided through merchants. So essentially this enables the potential for merchants now to truly engage with blockchain payments. And I think this is going to be a factor that starts to lead into where the future is going when it comes to cryptocurrency and how payments will be used. Merchants can enable digital currency acceptance anywhere they currently receive payments, whether it's in-store, online, or in their mobile apps. Customers will be able to engage intuitive interface. When you see the interface, you'll see what I'm saying. And instructions, really, it's just a tap and pay type thing, and whether you're using no-code payment links or a drop-in payment SDK, a software developer kit that can help you in developing your own crypto payment connection. So another big advantage, including integrations with Incom Payments, Blackhawk Network, Sitcon, GK, Roam, and more. So these are all probably companies that you don't recognize, but the point is they're leaders in the payment space. Flexa really moving into this is pretty impressive. When you look at the currencies that they're supporting in terms of the dollars, there's Celo, DAI, Gemini, of course, big partnership with Gemini, GYN, Magic Internet Money, Abracadabra, we've talked about them before, MUSD, PAX, which we've talked about, and then of course Terra. On supported digital tokens, 1inch, Aave, we'll keep going down. There's of course AMP and Anchor. Anchor, love that. Audio with the Solana network. There's Axie Infinity, loving it. And there's even BAT coming into it. Bond token, Comp, Curve. Man, this is a great list. So the point is you can see engines right there. Gala's there. Wow. This is an amazing list, including Luna and even Loopring. So when you look at this kind of integration, this deep into a play with digital payments, that is going to be the kind of play that is going to need to take place for crypto to truly go mainstream. You're going to need somebody that overkills it in terms of retailers, merchants, and even B2B applications really starting to lean in on this, because not many people are ready to do the wallet-to-wallet exchange. This will resolve a lot of those kind of scenarios. So good stuff there. Payment-wise, a lot happening except instant fraud-proof payments, which is a big factor with a lot of people, I think, when they think about crypto. You'll be able to use this on the app website and, of course, the POS, the point of sale. So they've got, Bye Bye Baby, Regal's in here, GameStop, Caribou Coffee. I think we're going to see a lot of adoption pretty quickly, especially as they get a handful of retailers out there that show any kind of consumer adoption. And we reported a couple of weeks ago the kind of up clip that we would see. I think it was 300 million or so in terms of, no, it was 30 million, about 10% of the US population that would be able to go into crypto, and about 10% of that would be flexing out into actual doing crypto payments. So doing some of that nature, I think, is really cool. And when you look at the application in play, let's go to a tweet that they have right here, Sheets. Sheets, of course, is a C-store. Many of you guys probably out there will know this, but for those of you who don't, it's a big C-store here in the United States. Pay with crypto using Flexa. Let's show the video so you can kind of see how it goes. Let me expand that out for you guys. So I think these are the kind of scenarios when you have C-store use case, and C-store will be one that is going to be heavy just because of the amount of cash transactions that are typical there. So there's the SPEDN app, which is Flexa driven. Selecting the token they want to pay with. I love it. All right, and then you go right to the scan on the barcode. Let's see how quick this goes. Wow, okay, so not bad. Interesting. Of course, they had it on a speed up there for this, but the fact that you'll be able to do this and utilize your, essentially your wallet now, your crypto wallet as a bank is pretty impressive. They also had another one right here, just spent 52 Doge on a pair of movie tickets at Regal Movies. Let's go in and play this one so you can kind of see this one. I'll zoom out. And this is, of course, is Regal. I like this. This is something that AMC is trying to integrate. We'll probably, and well, we will see integration of Dogecoin into AMC, which I think is another one. There's Doge coming in right there. And wham, paying Regal. Choosing my seat. I like it. I think again, this is the kind of application that will need to be in place. I hope that we get more and more apps rolling into this, because that right there is just instantaneous. So it's just as quick as traditional merchant networks and what that might mean in terms of payment. And if you guys are in business, or if you've ever done merchant networks, you understand the fees involved, all those kind of scenarios, the days of that may be disappearing, could be coming faster than we think. Integrations right now, you've got RS, which is in-stores and online, Blackhawk Network, this is in-stores and online. Again, these are the payment and merchant networks that usually run a lot of what you see out there. There's Clover, which is a big point of sale system for restaurants and bars. There's GK, big on online. Room, huge in restaurant and bars in Europe. And then you've got NCR, of course, the largest POS company on the planet. And in fact, NCR was the one that's partnered up with Strike and Jack Mahler's operation in terms of how they're going. So all this is leaning in. You had Strike announcing their payment program and the Lightning Network integration here at Bitcoin 2022. You have now Flexa and AMP really starting to show real use case, and better yet, the partnerships that are going to need to be placed into the system. Ecosystem apps, right now you've got Gemini on iOS and Android, SPEDN, which we showed you there on the video, AirGap Wallet, Argent Dash Wallet I've used. There's the Light Wallet, Nighthawk Wallet, Leap, Node. There's going to need to be a few more wallets, I think, out here. Coinbase, I think, should be in here coming soon. Coinbase Wallet would be good for this one. And I think the integration will continue to accelerate. Obviously, Gemini and Gemini Pay, all, again, tied back into this partnership with where Flexa and AMP is going. This is some of the key things, guys, that need to happen for mass adoption. Because the minute that everybody out there, average Joe, can start to utilize some meme coin or Bitcoin, not that they would, but any other altcoin to utilize, or even USDC, when people understand they can start to really leverage and get a little bit more interest on their USDC, it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be a game changer. The problem has been there hasn't been a real good app or network that's been able to really implement it and execute on it. That is the next step. Listen, you hear about it all the time. Elon talks about it. Steve Jobs talks about it. Delivering product is the hardest thing. Making up mock-ups, coming up with betas, doing all those kind of things. Sure, those work, and yeah, you can get them going, but the point of scaling a product and getting it out and rolling it and shipping it, that's a different game. So the fact that they've got SPEDN on here is awesome, and I think with Gemini Pay, it's going to be big as well. The other thing that they're doing, of course, is this right here, their developer grant. This goes along with a lot of the blueprints for many of the projects that are building on their Rails systems, and that is you need to build out a developer network and or getting some dApps that are starting to build within your chain, and then really starting to create some sort of incentive plan that can kind of roll you out into it. Hence, you've got this grant recipients happening here on Spring 22, and this is 10 million AMP right here on stake capacity on this. So not bad when you look at the kind of companies that will start to roll out, I think, potential partnerships here. So last point is that Bank of America, Delta, Marriott, Revolut, biggest European bank, some pretty big names all tied in to Flexa. So as you guys are thinking about this, just understand one thing. This is one of the key elements, as I said, that is going to be need to be in place to really ramp up adoption. Because adoption is going to be coming from people who have never been in crypto, who've never used a wallet, who maybe have never purchased USDC. That is a factor that I think a lot of people overlook. And for us to really leap forward to the next phase in cryptocurrency, and especially how payments are going to, I think, displace banks, traditional banks. Some of the smart banks will get in on this. And I think there's a handful of them out there that will do that. You see right here with Bank of America in on this one. So I do believe this is definitely going to be moving into a huge opportunity for you guys because you're early. All of you guys know that. Of course, if you're new to our channel, make sure and check out all of our podcasts. We've got Tech Path Crypto, which you're watching and or listening to right now. We also have Metaverse Insider if you're into gaming, NFTs, and Metaverse topics. That's the show for you. If you want to catch me on Twitter, it's out there. @Paul Barron. I'll catch you next time right here on TechPath.